welcome back
to Big Mama Energy.
I'm Brittany.
And I am Tia, and we are back.
We're back.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back to our channel. We miss you guys so much.
It's been such a long time, it feels like.
So, yeah, it's been almost a month.
It's been about a month.
Yeah. Like I posted, if you guys follow us on Instagram, we posted on our Big Mama Energy page, you know, that we were coming back with a new video today. And pretty much apologizing for, you know, the break. Unfortunately, some things has happened. And we're going to touch on it. Yeah, life happened. We're definitely going to touch on it further down, like a real in detail kind of video, maybe a story time about what happened. Right now it's still a little touchy, so we're not really going to speak on it right now. But we miss you guys so much, and thank you for riding with us.
Period. Thank you for your patience.
Holding down. No, for sure.
Holding down, waiting for us. You know, life happens. So, but we're back at it, and we're gonna get into this video.
Yes, we got a nice little topic for you today. What we talk about, sissy?
But before we do,
oh yeah, y'all already know the vibes. Go ahead and subscribe. Okay,
all right.
Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I don't know what you're waiting for at this point.
Exactly.
Okay, and also go ahead and click that bell so you can get all the notifications when we drop our bomb ass videos that you love.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that right now.
Right now.
But yes, so we are going to be talking about
love bombing.
Love bombing.
And for those of you who don't know what that is, let's just read. Do we have the definition that we can like give to them just in case you guys aren't familiar?
Let me find a good definition because I was just looking at a bunch of different things. Hold up, let's see.
Because I really wasn't aware of, I mean, I knew what that felt like, but I didn't know it was like a whole name for it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just thought it was like more so just people leading you on is what I, you know, would call it.
So pretty much it says love bombing. However, is another story. It happens when someone's overwhelms you with loving words, actions, and behavior as manipulation technique. So people are seeing these things as a form of manipulation, kind of testing your boundaries early on to kind of see what they can get away with,
what they can get you to do, what they can get away with.
What boundaries are you okay with letting people slide past and tiptoe across, kind of. Pretty much a person that kind of comes right in and, you know, they express strong feelings for you right away.
It's just something about you. Like, you make them feel like nobody else. And, you know, they're just, it's like abrupt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it almost kind of makes you feel like you almost met your soulmate, if you will.
You're like, oh my gosh.
They're just saying all of the perfect things. They're just trying to love up on you. And that is what love bombing is.
Yes.
I've experienced love bombing before, and like you said, you don't really know that it has a name of what it is, right? But I've definitely been in situations where a person, I might have just met them and they were just super serious right away. And I'm like, calm down, like, you know,
trying to be with you, or like, you know what I mean,
trying to be with me. And I've always said that when people, that's if it's not a mutual thing, because you've had situations where it's kind of like a spark right off the bat with on both parties.
We've all had that. We're just like a connection, a connection right on the bat.
In that situation, one person could be love bombing, but at that point you feel like the connection is there, so you might not necessarily know that this person is love bombing you. However, I've been in situations where I started talking to someone and right off the bat they were trying to be my boyfriend and move super quickly and talking about moving. Like, we didn't even live in the same state. You talking about moving
and with each other.
It was very, very strange to me, because it's like, you don't even know me. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't even know me.
I feel like that's definitely some fuckboy shit.
Yeah.
To just come in.
Sorry, guys, I almost kicked the camera down. But yeah,
just come in straight off the bat, just trying to manipulate somebody, you know, pretty much taking advantage of them. You know, it's like, or you know, you're doing something like, for what are the reasons? It's like, why are you trying to love bomb? Like, why? For what? To see what you can get out of that person? To waste their fucking time? Like, I don't. It's just confusing.
Yeah, it's definitely a narcissistic trait.
It is,
for sure. People do it as a form of manipulation, like they said, to see how far they can go. How far are you going to allow me to go? Do you have any boundaries? I feel like that's what people want to see.
It's very weird.
Have you ever dealt with a love bombing situation?
I feel like well, you know what it is now. Just like looking back on things, like once you know, brought the topic up, I started to think the world started to turn, and I was like, did I ever have a situation like that? And I did. I feel like I did. Just somebody, you know, came in real hot and heavy, like, you know, you're my soulmate, straight up. Like, I feel, you know, a connection with you. You're my wife. You're going to be my wife. Like, I can feel that, you know. And just very much planning what our lives would look like.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Picking out homes and sending them to me and different things like that. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, you know, me, I'm like, I'm usually not, like, open to feelings for real. But with this person, I was open.
Right.
I felt like it was a connection. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, wow, like, they caught me at a vulnerable moment. Let me be very clear. And I'm just like, wow, you know, maybe this is my husband.
Right.
You know, maybe God did send him in my life for a reason, whatever. And I was very much open. And then, of course, a couple months down the line, maybe like 4 or 5 months down the line, this person just dumped me. Drop me like a bad fucking habit. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have any intentions on doing any of those things.
Right, and that's the thing.
At all. It was just like something fun to do in the moment, maybe. Like, I don't know, you know?
Yes. I definitely feel like that is a thing. And like you said, it could be something to do. With some people, if, you know, you have your own place, nigga might need a place to live.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's different.
Right.
It's different levels to this. If you guys are, you know, Big Mama Energy fans, supporters, Big Mama Tribe members, you already know about the video that we did last year. He stole from me, okay?
If you don't, we will link that right above.
Yes, go ahead and check that out. This guy that I am talking about in that particular video, I definitely feel like he love bombed me. Like, he made me feel very protected. Like, he was very masculine, I guess, if you will. Like, he just had this aura, energy about him where I was just like, I don't know.
He made it feel like a safe space.
He made it feel like a safe space. He also kind of like love bombed me. He wanted me to be around him all the time. We were spending so much time together. Inviting me over his house all the time. Like, it was kind of crazy, and it was kind of fast, if you will, too. And I feel like he was doing all of this stuff so I could catch feelings for him quickly.
He wanted you around him all the time.
And you know, when we're in love and when we really like somebody, typically we would do things for them. Typically, that's just what it is, especially when you love somebody, you know. And I feel like that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get me so deep into these feelings, whereas though I'm in too deep, and then once the fuck shit start, I can't stop
because I'm into because he got your heart. And that's what these people be trying to do. Like, the love bombers, they want your heart. They doing anything to get your heart so they can terrorize and so they can do whatever they want to do. Like, I was watching this podcast and this girl said this man went so far as to even like take her ring shopping. Like, took her to like deep. Zell's or whatever, Jared's, one of them stores, and like was like, what rings do you like? Like, I want to take you ring shopping.
That's
What's
deep.
your size?
That's
he
deep.
had her around the family.
That's deep.
Did all this stuff.
That's deep.
And then was messing with a whole nother woman. And in a relationship with her, and then was like, oh well, yeah, like I'm about to be with her. Like, it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And that's what these people do. I've had a lot of situations. I feel like the love bombing thing, they don't necessarily have to be trying to be in a relationship with you. Some people love bomb is a little different.
Right.
Some people just have all the right things to say to you. You know, yeah, y'all might not be in a relationship, but they just know exactly what to say.
Yep.
They're always there. They seem so supportive. But they don't want to be with you.
Right. But they give you all these words of affirmation.
But they give you all the words of affirmation.
Telling you you're a queen and what you deserve. But they don't want to be with you.
But they want parts of you.
Right.
They want pieces of you. They allow you to have little pieces of them, but they don't want you to have them fully, or they don't want you fully.
Right.
But they want to tell you how amazing you are. You're such a great person, and they want to damn near tell you that they love you, but they don't want to commit.
Oh, I can see myself loving you.
Exactly.
I can see myself.
I can see us being together. It's like they're selling you a dream, and you're like leeching onto that because it's crazy because they're almost doing everything damn near perfect. So in your head, you're like, damn, they don't want to commit, but like, this person is perfect.
Exactly.
You know, this person tells me that I'm beautiful every day. They check in with me. They call me. They say all these things. So in your head, it's like, I'm tripping. Even if, you know, you feel away, you kind of talk yourself down because you're like, this person don't do nothing. But in reality, they're manipulating you.
Right. They are pretty much doing exactly what they need to do to keep you at grasp.
Exactly.
To keep you arms like they want to do exactly what they need to do to keep you at bay. And that's really what it is. Because they want to be the center of your world, but without being your boyfriend or your man or whatever, or your girlfriend, your woman. Like, they want to do everything to keep you, you know, at grasp.
Yeah.
So they can, you know, do whatever the fuck they want to do. Whether it's, you know, have sex with you, whatever they're getting out of it, you know what I mean?
Money, a place to stay, whatever.
Whatever they're getting, they want to do so. You know, they give you, they feed you with a long handled spoon. It's just, you know, it's little words for this, little sayings for this. We all know, like, man, listen, we all have been through this, or we've had some friends who've been through this, and let's just like watch out for those people who are very manipulative and going to say whatever and do whatever to keep you in their life, but they're not going to give you a commitment.
Right.
They're not going to be with you. You know what I mean? And you got to really take a step back and look. Like, wait a minute, what's really going on? Because you can find yourself 3-4 years down the line with this person, no commitment, and it's like, you know what I mean? And you haven't met anybody in your family or whatever. Like, they just stringing you along.
Right.
You know, even if you have met somebody, you just gotta pay attention. Like, what does this person want from me? You know, and what do I want for myself? And are we like on the same page?
Right.
You know? You definitely got to pay attention.
You definitely have to be paying attention and being clear with your own intentions, but also asking people what their intentions are. I mean, granted, people can lie, obviously.
Of course.
But I feel like after a while, I mean, at first, yeah, somebody love bombing you. I'm not going to say that that's your fault, okay? But after a while, it's like,
after a while,
come on.
You know, it's like you said, you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like, come on. You know, after a while, you pick up on these things, and actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely.
Pay attention to what this person does, not what they say, because I know some people that's our love language. We might want to hear those words of affirmation and hear all those nice things, but what are they doing?
I need those actions to match those words.
Right.
Like, yes, words of affirmation is definitely a thing of mine. I want to hear you say I love you, you're beautiful, and all of these things, but I want to feel that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? That's a big thing for me. I need your actions to match that, without a doubt. That's just what it is. Yeah, so with the whole love bombing situation, I can't say that I've ever love bombed somebody.
Right. Have you been on the on the other end of that?
See, no. And the thing is, if I don't like you, I don't like you. I can't fake that. You know what I mean? I can't. And it's very weird because me as a Capricorn, it's one of those things where it's like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. But I can start to like you quickly. Depending
on your actions.
On my actions or your actions towards me or whatever. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you can be completely not on my radar, the next thing you know you on my radar. Right. Or vice versa. Maybe you on my radar and then you do some fuck shit.
And then you're off.
You're not off, you're off my radar. That's kind of how I operate. So it's one of those things where it's like me love bombing somebody I can never, because if I don't like you, I'm not going to be telling you nothing, to be completely honest. When I'm not sure of somebody, I'm typically cautious of how I proceed with the situation. Right. Because I never want somebody to think that I like them just as much or more than they like me if I don't.
That's not it, yeah.
Because I never want to play with somebody, you know what I mean?
And I have played with people in the past. I have been guilty as charged. And maybe not, like, I don't know. When we say love bomb, I wasn't telling nobody I love them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I didn't. That wasn't a thing. I never did that. But people could probably, I play games with people. Okay. So, like, they could probably be like, oh, well, she did that to me. Like, I was, you know, I guess back in the day, I mean, I was out here living my single life. Mm-hmm. And maybe I did like you, but maybe I didn't like you enough to be with you. Right. So, I mean, I've done it. But I haven't, like, intentionally, you know, told somebody, like, yeah, everything about you is perfect, and blase blue. I don't think I've ever intentionally done that. Yeah. You know, but maybe maybe unintentionally, I've, like, gave a person my time. And with that, you got to be careful, because some people, they take some shit and in their head, perception's everything. Yes. And they're like, oh, she's spending all this time with me. You know, she wants to be with me, or she, you know, doing little stuff. Some shit I just do because that's just me. Right. You know what I mean? When I'm in your presence, I might cook for you. Mm-hmm. You know, depending on. And so some people took that and ran with that shit like, oh, she want to be with me. And it just wasn't that. And now with that, I don't think that was love bombing on my end, maybe. I think it was just, this person just started liking me. Yeah, I don't think that is love bombing. And I don't think that you talking to multiple people while you're single is a form of love bombing. You could like somebody while you're getting to know them, but I feel like love bombing is just making it seem like you really, really want to be with this person. Right. And it's not even that, like, oh, you could. And I think, I never have done that. Yeah. But I have, you know, treated somebody like, just like a human, like, been very nice to them, you know what I mean, to where they caught feelings from me, and I didn't have them feelings. Right. And let them tell it, they might have a whole different, you know, perception of what happened. Yeah, they probably perceived the same, for sure. And that's another thing, too, that we wanted to speak about, is perception is everything. And we were talking about, like, is this person love bombing you, or are you delusional? Oh, you know what? That's what it was. Certain people were delusional, or they just were reading the light unto it. Like, maybe their feelings were just more so far up there that you know what, that happens too. That definitely happens. I feel like that has happened a couple times with me, where I feel like somebody might have liked me more than I like them. Right. And vice versa. Like, I've liked people more than they probably like me. Yes, that's happened to me as well. I mean,
the one thing about me, I'm very intelligent, and even though like I may do dumb things at times,
hey, listen, we all do.
I typically know what's up. Like for the most part, right. You could tell, you could feel the energy when somebody really fucks with you. They fucks with you, and that's just it. That's all. Like that's one thing that I know for certain. If somebody wants to be with you genuinely and sincerely, truly, they will be with you. No excuses. None whatsoever.
They're gonna make it work. They're gonna figure it out.
They're gonna make it work.
Some kind of way.
Like, I'm sorry. I feel like when people say like, oh, I want to be with you, but you really don't. Let's be clear. But you really don't.
But you don't, because if you did, we'd be together.
That's what I'm saying. That's like if you had an opportunity for your dream job. You want to turn it down?
Right, no. You're going to find a way to
you gonna make get it work. Ready. Even if you feel like you might not be, you going to jump right at the job.
Right, you're going to go for what you want.
You won't go for what you want.
People go after what they want in life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when they keep giving you excuse after excuse after excuse, it's because they don't want to be with you.
Right.
You know, they hold out because they know, no, I don't want to be with you. Maybe I'm a placeholder, or you're my placeholder for a minute, and you're going to keep this place nice and warm until I find somebody who I really respect and who I really want to be with, and I'm going to show them that. Trust me, people will use you as a fucking placeholder.
Okay.
So don't let them do that shit. Like, at all. Like, listen. What's going on? I know people hate that. What are we? No, but we need to have this conversation because what's going on? Because do I need to keep all of my roster here and keep dating, or you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I'm just saying that from when I was single. Don't do that, because it's like you then are just putting all your eggs in one basket, and this person, you might not even end up with them. They might not even want a relationship.
Right.
So it's like, no, keep your options fucking open. And I don't mean you have to be fucking everybody, you don't. Right. But keep your options open, because you never know. Your person might still be out there because this person's bullshit.
Absolutely.
So why are you wasting your time?
Definitely keep your options
We're
open.
not getting any younger. We're not. And like, you're gonna look up, you're gonna be 45, not to say that's old or anything, but now you 45, you still fucking with Tyrone, and Tyrone ends up giving you excuses.
Okay, love bombing the fuck out of you. Now you in too deep.
Now you're in too deep. Okay. All the things that you wanted for yourself, that husband, that family, whatever, wife, whatever you're into, all of that, you're going to look around and it's going to be going because you done wasted your time with somebody who wanted to love bomb you, wanted to give you all these excuses why they don't want to fucking be with your ass, or why they can't do it right now. Like, don't do that. Put yourself first.
Exactly.
That's my biggest advice. Put you first, period.
So pretty much, I feel like also when dealing with somebody that's like love bombing you, typically what you start to notice, because they're a narcissist, right? Love bombing typically is narcissistic behavior. Right. So one thing you'll notice is that you find yourself kind of bending a lot for them instead of the other way around. Like, it's kind of a me thing when it comes to them. Like, they might like they want to see if you bend your boundaries, but they're not really willing to bend theirs. Yeah. They're not really, they want it to pretty much be all about them. They want you to make all the changes, the sacrifices and things like that, for the most part.
They're just pretending to bend.
Yeah.
But they really are not. Yeah.
Right. And like I said, at the beginning, when they're love bombing, it's kind of almost perfect, and they make you feel so loved, and oh, they're so sweet, they're so nice. Meanwhile, they're manipulating you, and you don't even realize that, they're not really bending or doing anything for you for real, other than talking.
Right, talking that talk, honey. The gift of gab.
And that's another thing, baby.
Of gab.
When people love bomb you, there are slick talkers, okay? They're really good at talking. It's a lot of people out here that are very, very good at talking. And if you don't pay attention, if you're not good at listening, people can play a game with you. One thing about me, I heard you. When you said it the first time 7 months ago, don't try to switch up on me.
That's one thing my sister, she gonna remember what you said now. She gonna remember what you said. You gonna be like, oh, I ain't say that. No, yes, you did.
You did.
She gonna remember
you definitely said it, okay?
Right.
Because I got a text message back from 72. You said what you said, okay? Please do not play with me. But no, for real, that's definitely something to keep in mind, you know. If you... I'm sorry. I just blanked out for a second. But pretty much, these people are good talkers. They're good talkers. And if you listen closely, they don't be saying shit. They
be going around in circles.
It just
like,
sounds good.
It sounds good, but it's like anything. Just like off of that show I was watching. Oh my God, I forget what it's called. But if I remember, I will put it down here in the screen. This man was saying anything to this woman, and like, I was like, yo, he's not even talking about nothing. Like, he's not even getting deep with you. He's just saying, like, your standard basic shit. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, I don't know what this is, but it's just something. It's a feeling. It's a connection between us. Bullshit. It might be sometimes. I understand that. But when it's not, people will say, like, very much so, like, shit that has no weight on it. Like, it's just, like, fluffy shit. Anything. You know, like, oh yeah, this feeling, I can't really put my finger on it. Or, you know, they will keep saying shit like that. Like, we have this connection, we have this bond. And it's like, they're trying to make you feel like that. You know, they're trying to get in your head. Like, and it's like, oh yeah, it's manipulation. Right. Like, oh my God.
Yes, and how could we forget? Because in this day and age, you know, social media, we're doing YouTube right now. We go on the gram. We got Facebook, TikTok, and all these different things, right? Okay. Social media, please be careful, because that is the biggest place that you could get love bombed. Because you know why? People will watch you.
They will.
They will watch the things you like, what you post, and they will really prey on you. And then all of a sudden they make it seem like they was your soulmate, sent from heaven, and you not even knowing that this person been watching your page for about 2 months now.
Yes. And they gathered
all this information. So they know all the little things that you like. They might know that, oh, you watched this certain show on Tuesday. Now they done caught up.
And now they into that show.
Now they into it.
And now that's their end.
Now that's their end.
Like, remember that person tried to do that shit to you?
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
This guy, I don't even remember. He wasn't even from here, I don't think. But he pretty much was lurking on my page for a minute, and I guess until he built up the courage to actually say something to me. And when he did say something to me, he was kind of trying to act like he knew me. And he was just sending me just random stuff, and it got to the point where he was sending me like 15 voice messages back to back to back. I had to block them. I was like, cause you're crazy, and it's not giving. I'm not attracted to. That's weird. That's weird to me. I'm the type of person. You can't force anything on me anyway. So if it's not a feeling that I already have, you can't force your way onto me.
You can't make me feel that way.
You can't make me feel that way. These are feelings that I have to develop on my own.
Right.
And if you force, that's going to make me kind of cut you off and take a step back anyway. So in a sense, yes, that's good for me. I'm not easily love bombed, but at the same time I have been a victim of it, because like I said, it could be a connection, or you feel like it's a connection on your end. It could be a connection on their end, or they could be faking this connection to love bomb you.
So people out here that that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know, they prey on people, individuals, and they're like, okay, what can I get out of this person? Oh yeah, I'm gonna fake it, yes. You know, and just be fake and phony, and you just like, oh my God, all in love. This person loves me too. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't. But you were looking for that. You want that so much that the first person that came to you, you're like, oh my gosh, this is bae. Without even getting to know this person.
Exactly.
Like, what do you really know about them? You know what I mean? It's crazy. We can all fall victim easily.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie Awake it's a movie called Awake. I was watching that on Thanksgiving with Sissy and everything. And on that movie, Jessica Alba's in there, and she's manipulating this young man because he's very rich and he has all this money. And it's crazy because the doctors are in on it too. He has a heart problem. And they go to do surgery on him, and like they pretty much want to kill him on the table. And they get the girl, Jessica Alba plays, to fall in love, make him fall in love with her, marry his ass. He knew her for like maybe a year, and like they got engaged 6 months. And then, you know, they got married on the night before, when suddenly he's a donor. He like moved up the donor list.
Oh, okay.
And like she's like, I want to get married to you. The mom was like, she knew something was wrong from the rip, his mother.
Right.
But he didn't listen to his mom.
Right.
And then he all on the damn, I'm saying, if y'all saw, like, he's on the table awake because they didn't pull him all the way under. He's listening to like them plotting on fucking killing his ass. And here he hears Jessica Alba, how she plotting, and was like fake loving him, love bombing his ass. But the more of the thing is, she studied him, watched him, knew everything that, you know, he was looking for in a woman, and then lo and behold, this is her. Exactly. Faking fucking moves.
Exactly.
Like, people do it. It's crazy.
And we definitely talked about this. I don't know in what video. It could have been dealing with rejections. I think we talked about this in dealing with rejection. Stop trying to sell yourself to people.
That's true.
Like, if you're a good person, people are gonna fuck with you regardless.
Right.
Stop trying to tell people that you a wife, or you a husband, or you got all this money, or you could do this, or you could do that. Because here you go again, like you said, people come in and love bomb on you. You're an easy target, because obviously if you state in all of these things, you're looking for love.
Right.
That's an easy target. That's easy for people to know, like, all right, this person, all they post is about how they such a good man or such a good woman, and they can't wait to be married, and all these things like that. And I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with posting these things, but you got to be smart, and you got to understand that you could be easily taken advantage of, because somebody looking on the outside looking in, they're just observing and seeing everything that you're saying that you want, and they slip right in there and act like they're everything that you want.
And say this dream. And you just, oh my, you know what I mean? That's why you gotta get to know a person. Yeah. You can tell me anything. I need to like really look at your actions, you know, and I need to really see if this is real. Because I've been sold a dream before. And I'm like, damn, bitch, you know. Yeah. You're smarter than that. You should have known. You know what I mean? Now, granted, we all fall victim to it sometimes. It is what it is. But just be smarter next time, going forward. Like, no. Let's really see if you're really in it. Yeah. I want to see something. Okay? You got to show me something. Some actions behind those words. Because words are empty without actions behind them. Absolutely. You just say anything. People say anything all the time. People literally will say anything out of their face. Like, literally, the first thing. They ain't even think about this. Just dumb shit. Just say it. Just talk to test it and see how it worked on you.
Absolutely.
I'm like, all right, that was cool. Okay, she went with that.
Right.
Like, and you know, and there's a lot of people out here, they just want, you know, certain things from you. Some people just looking for sex. So you're like, all right, I'm about to tell her anything.
Right. So I can get what I want.
So I can get what I want. Or him anything. So I can get what I want from him. You know what I mean? Like, it's people out here, that's their hustle. That's what they do. So you just have to be very careful nowadays. Definitely. Unfortunately, some people aren't genuine, and some people aren't out here really looking for that genuine connection. Yeah. So you just gotta be careful.
You definitely gotta be careful and stop being so gullible to these people.
And stop letting people be in your life and not give you shit. They're not doing nothing for you. Right. They're not doing anything for you. Right. Like seriously, like just the you know the nigga off of Instagram. He says a lot of real shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my dummy around, as in his person who he deals with, who just dumb as shit for him and gonna do whatever for him, and without no commitment. Right. And they're not gonna get rid of you, and they're gonna keep you in their life. Right. And you know, why wouldn't they? Right. Because you're in their life with no commitment. They ain't really gotta do shit, and you're just there. Oh, I'm sorry. As a placeholder. So please be careful.
Definitely have you on the being somebody's dummy. People be out here being people's dummy, and people is not leaving their dummy. Because I mean, why would they? Why would they?
It's a win-win for them.
If I know that I can forever have access to you, why would I let you go?
That's the thing. Stop giving people access to you. If you had, let's see, if you want to be somebody's dummy and that's just your thing, kudos to you. Right. Or you just, you know, you just don't want a relationship, whatever. But if you look at your plan that you have in your head, where you see yourself 5 years, 10 years, and if it's, you know, being in a committed relationship with somebody, if that's the path that you want, being married, whatever it is, why are you sacrificing that for somebody? Yeah. Whereas though this is leading you off the plan. You had a plan. Then when they came along, that shit switched all up. Right. And now you all entangled, because that's what it is. Now you're in an entanglement, and you're not getting what you truly wanted. You know, they have access to you whenever you're doing dumb shit. And it's like, what was the fucking plan initially? Go back to the plan.
Right,
what did you want out of life? Life is too short to be doing dumb shit and like playing the role of somebody's fucking dummy or a placeholder, and forgetting your values and forgetting what you wanted out of life to begin with. Because it's easy to like drift off that path.
Exactly. And 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with the wrong person, that's kind of what happens. Like, you know, they kind of make you feel like, all right, this is what you said you wanted, but this is what you want. I'm gonna show you what you need. You know what I mean? And it's like, bitch, that's not what and next thing you know, years down the line, you like, how the fuck did I end up here?
How am I here?
How am I here?
I'm so far from this path. And it's never too late. You can always get back on your path.
Right.
And reevaluate that shit, okay? Yeah. And work it out. And now create your new plan and get what you want out of life. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know, some people are trying to steer you in the wrong direction. They trying to grab the wheel. You grab that shit back. We're not doing it. Okay? At all.
So let me see. I just want to give you guys some pointers. Let's see if they have some just like signs of love bombing, like pointers, just to see like if
what to watch out for.
The little things to watch out for. So number 1, all right. So this is 6 red flags that you're being love bombed. Okay. So number 1, things are moving way too fast. We talked about that, right?
Too fast.
Love takes time to develop. It says love takes time to develop. Beware of, what is this? I can't even see that. What does this say?
Where we at with it? Yeah. Oh, beware. Your probably eyes dry. Beware when demonstrations and protestations. What the fuck?
Alright, they doing it more.
Alright, so when somebody's demonstrating, I guess, acts of love, when it happens too quickly.
Okay.
When they're like demonstrating acts of love super quick, you just met this nigga or this girl, and they love you immediately.
Can you zoom in?
Mm-hmm. And when
there you go. Okay. Alright. So number 2, they act as if they're your superior.
Your savior.
Your savior. I'm sorry. Why did I say superior? There's no P there. Oh, whatever. They act like they're your savior. Okay. So people who help you from the goodness of their heart don't make a big deal about that. Right. Love bombers tend to make it all about them.
Right. Like I saved you. Like I made sure I paid your rent so you wouldn't be in these streets. Like
exactly. Okay, so 3, they'll backpedal from what they've said.
Dig into that.
And I kind of, okay, so it says love bombers are considered concerned about how they appear. So then authenticity, if what they say makes them look bad, they will change what they said.
Okay. So they're backpedaling.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I ain't say that. Even though they did.
Yeah. So pretty much, hold up, because that sound weird when I read it. I don't know why. Love bombers are concerned about how they appear, so then authenticity, right?
Yeah.
If I don't get that.
They worded this weird.
They definitely
But if it's something that makes them look bad, they're like, oh, they deny it.
Right. They deny,
like,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number 4, they'll keep bringing up your past tough times. Okay, genuine people are interested in your good and bad times, but don't regularly and deliberately bring up the tough times.
Okay, so they're just, remember you was homeless?
So right, exactly.
Like,
right.
Remember? Do you remember that?
You know, you remember this? You remember that? You know. 5, they treat people below them poorly. Okay, pay attention to how they treat shop assistants and waiters.
Assistants, yeah. How they treat shop assistants,
waiters. Are they rude? Do they put them down? Are they regularly critical of them or their establishments to them? Okay. Number 6, something just doesn't feel right. Are they paying you compliments for things that just aren't true? Did they not take the hint when you said no? If or when it doesn't feel right, trust your instinct. Your gut instincts.
Heavy on something just doesn't feel right. Your intuition. Listen to it. Because you like, something doesn't feel right about this person. And 9 times out of 10, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Your gut is like, You know how your heart is like, oh, it's fluttering and you want to be in love, but then that brain is like,
Right.
Something is not right. Something don't sound right. Something don't feel right. This person lying out of quarter some lies.
Right.
You know, go with that. Pay attention to that.
Yeah.
You know?
9 times out of 10, most of the time, if it don't feel right, it ain't the fuck right.
It's not right.
It's not right. It's not right. And you ain't stupid. I feel like if you get a little inkling of something, you a feeling, you need to at least try to figure out what's going on, you know.
Right. And act on it. Like, wait, why am I feeling like this?
Yeah, because it's happening for a reason.
Exactly.
You know, you didn't just up and just like, I mean, sometimes you pick up and just feel away, but 9
times out of 10,
9 times out of 10, it's a reason for that.
It is, and that's a sign, you know. Pay attention to the signs and the red flags.
Definitely.
Y'all seen all those red flags people been putting up. Pay attention to the red flags because they're there.
Definitely.
Some people just want love so bad, or they want to be, you know, with somebody, or be, you know, whatever, be acknowledged, that they ignore the red flags.
Right.
Totally ignore them. You're like, you know what? No. He beat down his ex-girlfriend, but you know what? That's not me. I'm not her. Be careful, because some people are creatures of habit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because they ain't do it yet to you or whatever. Like, you really got to pay attention.
You definitely have to pay attention. And being as though I am somebody who is very much so still out here trying to date, it's hard. It's hard, and especially being the type of person I am. Like, I be telling Sissy all the time, and we talk about like my little experiences with these men nowadays, and sometimes my sister will tell me that I'm tripping, like to you, that he just like you, he's just showing interest, but it's so hard because you just don't know who's genuine nowadays. And I feel like I'm a little critical, but at the same time I'm still like trying to be open, because obviously, you know, eventually I would like to find a person that I really like, vibe out with him, date, whatever the case may be. But it's so hard because you just don't know. These people are sneaky. These people do love bomb you. So it's kind of hard to like...
Right. It's hard to date. It is hard dating. But now that you have those tools, especially you went through it, you know what to look for. You know the signs. So it's like you got to keep an open heart, of course, but just be careful.
Definitely be careful.
You know what I mean? Have you to be careful, check in with yourself, you know, and like we said, if it don't feel right, you already know.
It ain't right.
If it don't feel right, it don't feel right.
Yeah,
so I feel like
force it.
You got them tools to know, like, okay, this person is with some shit, or they're not, like, or they're really, this feels genuine, this feels good, you know. And not every experience is a love bomb. Some shit just didn't work.
Yeah,
and I understand that. You know, it just didn't work out between you two.
Right,
y'all
exactly.
Past, blah blah blah. I understand that, but it's like you still gotta put yourself out there. You still gotta date, because eventually, you know, you want to be with somebody at the end of the day, like other people do. You want to be in a relationship, and that's out there. So you do have to put yourself out there. But just be careful and keep your head on the swivel.
Definitely keep the head on the swivel.
Your head on the swivel. You already know.
Okay, because these people like to play games. Okay.
Making moves out here. You got to be careful.
Okay. But yeah, so that's pretty much the video.
Yeah, that was our content on our little tidbits on that.
On love bombing. Let us know, how did you feel about this video?
All right, did you agree? Do you have some situations that you've been through with love bombing? Let us know below, or hit us up on our email. We still have that.
Yes, at bigmamaenergy@gmail.com. Okay? Go ahead and hit us up. Send those topics in. What do you want us to talk about? No, it's been a while. I know you guys are anxious. I know you guys want to talk to us. Yes. So go ahead and send us those emails once again. It is bigmamaenergy@gmail.com. Okay? We gave it to you twice.
Yeah, we gave it to you twice, not only once. Okay. Twice. So right here. It feels good being back.
It definitely feels good to be back. I definitely feel so good. This was super exciting. I was missing this for sure. Oh, yeah. This is definitely what I needed. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, talking to all of you. Okay?
Yes, okay.
All our tribe.
But as always, remember to like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
All
All right, guys.
Bye.